I'm not rewriting.
That's how FOIA requests work. They can be orally or written. I can get you the state.
I'm not writing anything.
I can get you the state law memory.
I don't care. I don't care.
Second thing, this might actually pertain to you as the city administrator. What's with the threats of retaliation for me trying to file a complaint on an officer? That's what this form says. Literally a threat. Yeah. All complaints will be investigated and the allegations are sustained. Appropriate disciplinary action will be taken against the officers. Keep in mind that if the investigation shows the officers are to be cleared of all allegations, that he or she or they have the right recourse against the complaint, whether civilly, criminally, or both.
So
they actually don't. They actually don't.
And I don't want to debate this with you. Attorneys wrote this. Attorneys wrote this.
So I will start by just briefly summarizing the position of the mayor and what happened. So briefly summarizing, I won't get too much into detail about repeating what's included in those items, but basically, many of the constitutionally protected rights that Mr. Jacob alludes to just don't really exist. There's not a constitutionally protected right to remain in a public building or to enter a public building freely as one wishes.
Right.
We discussed on the phone Friday.
You guys are having a hearing to not trespass me. I thought.
Well, if they ask you to leave, that's
not how it works, because that's discrimination. You guys can't just.
No.
You can't just walk up to anybody.
You're in a public building.
Okay,
you're in a public building. If you're in my home and I ask you to leave, you bet.
If that's a private building, you're confusing public and private.
Private offices.
No, but it's not. It's public. You're confusing public and private, and your attorney should correct you on that.
No.
It's like your house.
You are
given the opportunity to take Mr. Jacob up on his offer. Mr. Jacob, you did not indicate that you had a disability until after you were...
I said it in the video.
No, can I finish my statement, please? You did not indicate that you had a disability until after you attempted to turn in the request. You didn't make a reasonable accommodation at that time.
My disability with my handwriting, if you can't read this, you will not rewrite it. That's what you're telling me. A memory.
I don't care.
Are you going to double down and say you're going to write me for disorderly for speaking like you did downstairs?
Yeah, if you kept using profanity
so profanity is disorderly. Hold on, I want to make sure you double down on that.
Profanity can be used as disorderly conduct.
So you're gonna arrest me for my words.
I can tell you that your words.
Say it loud. Say it proud. Say it loud. Say it proud, Mr. No with Mr. Bad Teeth. Come on now. Come on, say it loud. 100%. She's garbage. Are you going to double down and say you're going to write me for disorderly for speaking like you did downstairs?
Yeah, if you kept using profanity
so profanity is disorderly. Hold on, I want to make sure you double down on that.
Profanity can be used as disorderly conduct.
So you're gonna arrest me for my words.
I can tell you that your words.
Say it loud. Say it proud. Say it loud. Say it proud, Mr. No with Mr. Bad Teeth. Come on now. Come on, say it loud.
Here, I'm going to tell you, I'm not on duty at the moment. And if you keep getting closer to me,
you're on duty 24/7. You're carrying a gun. You're doing all that.
Yeah, it's a Second Amendment right for me.
No, but you do it 24/7. You're representing the city as the chief. I have not moved either, so you can say what you want. What are you gonna hit me as a citizen?
I'm telling you, don't keep approaching on me.
I haven't moved.
You're gonna make me an.
Hey, are you guys recording? If I moved? Have I moved? Have I moved anybody? He just threatened me. I feel threatened.
I said if you keep moving closer to
you're gonna do what? You're gonna do what?
I'm gonna defend myself.
Go do it. I'm standing right here. Defend me. I'm not moving. I'm not moving. You just made a threat. If you're gonna do it, then do it, sir. If you're gonna hit me, then hit me, sir. If you're gonna hit me, then hit me. That's fighting words. Do you know the fighting words doctrine?
Yeah, I know.
You're exempt. I'm allowed to threat. I'm allowed to make all comments to you, not threats. All comments. All comments. I'm not close to you.
You keep moving your hand closer to me, and it's not.
My hand? My hand?
It's a danger to me.
Oh my God, you're a baby. You're a legit baby.
Doesn't matter.
You're a baby. Is that why did you lose your job at the prison? Were you touching females? You got walked out allegedly. You allegedly got walked, and you allegedly stole money. Gary, I've got it. I got that too. Because you claim you make how much? How much did you tell those young girls you make?
The person that you're alleging is a real person in Boone County?
No, that's you.
No, that's not me.
Oh, it's 100% you.
I can tell you.
100% you.
Because I talked to it.
It's 100% you, Gary.
I can tell you it's not.
You even told me the other name. There's two names. You told me the other name. I've got it on video when you were talking to Becky Lawson that day. You said there's two accounts. There's two accounts and two different names. And you said one of the names. I called you Gray, which is one of the names. The other one is Gary. You answered to one.
You're a liar.
No, you're a liar.
You're a liar. Keep going.
Okay, I'm standing right here, though. You still threaten me. I haven't moved. Well, I'm going to stand here until you leave. I'm going to stand here until you leave. I might even stand behind you.
That's all right. The minute you come closer to me and hands wave, there's going to be a problem. I promise you that.
Oh, yeah? What are you going to do?
Well, I'm just telling you.
What are you gonna do? You're not scary, dude. Emily's more intimidating than you. You are fat and retarded looking.
Okay, that's your choice. What I'm telling you is, just don't approach.
I know. I'm about to go back in there and show him the video of this man out here threatening me. This fat. Listen. And in the real world, this fat guy would not step to me.
We both know that ain't true.
Do we want to bet?
Yeah.
In the real world, if you didn't have a badge.
You don't know about the headlight getting pulled over, and then when she tried to show proof of insurance, they went ahead and wrote the ticket anyway. Well, it happened. Officer Penrod stopped me one night at the quick shop, told me that my headlight was out. I told him, yes, sometimes it comes on, sometimes it's off. He went on about his way, I went on about my way. I messed with the lights, they came on, and sometimes they do go back off, and we fix it. On this particular night, she was leaving to go pick our son up. The car that Jones is usually in, went by as she was leaving. I believe whichever officer was in that car seen the headlight out. So as she went down 54, another officer pulls her over. And then there becomes multiple officers for a headlight ticket. And I've seen several cars pass by several cop cars with headlights out, and they never get pulled over. The night that she got pulled over for this, earlier in the day, she got into it with Chief Jones in the parking lot here at City Hall. I don't think it's a coincidence that later on that night she gets two tickets. One, she had proof of the insurance. She had to wait for me to send it to her, but she had it before the stop was over.
You know, Corey, it says it has to be produced upon demand.
And it was by the time he came back up to the window.
Okay, that I don't
How do
know
you know?
about.
You were stalking our kid.
I was there.
Yeah, you were creeping through the side window. Well, I'm trying, but he's not going to sit here and lie either. Well, I have the video sometime. You'll allow me to come to your office and show you? I would love to do it.
I'm gonna talk extra quiet.
Well, because I feel like they need to at this point.
You feel like they need to. You know, you think, I'm gonna get stopped, so I'm gonna make a video.
Well,
Is that it?
I mean, would you rather a video be there if something happened to you that shouldn't have happened?
It's called accountability.
Well, I mean, there wouldn't be proof of wrongdoing if there wasn't video.
If I was in the wrong, I'm in the wrong.
Yeah, but if you're not in the wrong and you get accused of being in the wrong, that's two totally different things.
That's a conversation between me and the officer.
I figured it was getting close.
Thank you. Yes.
I got a question, just to save time. What is your complaint? Just,
I don't have a complaint. You guys are having a hearing to not trespass me. I thought
well, if they ask you to leave, that's.
that's not how it works, because that's discrimination. You guys
No,
can't just
no,
you
that's
can't
how
just
it
walk
works.
up to anybody
You're
and
in a
tell them.
public building.
Okay,
You're
well
in a
then,
public building. If you're in my
You're
home
right.
and I ask you to leave, you
if that's a private building. You're confusing
This
public
area
and
is
private.
private offices. in
No,
here.
but it's not. It's public. You're confusing public and private, and your attorney should correct you on that.
No.
It's like your house.
You are
Given the
confusing me.
opportunity to take Mr. Jacob up on his offer. Mr. Jacob, you did not indicate that you had a disability until after you were.
I said it in the video.
No, can I finish my statement, please? You did not indicate that you had a disability until after you attempted to turn in the request. You didn't make a reasonable accommodation at that time.
How's it going?
All right.
So I have two questions here regarding these forms. All right, first of all, I need to know if you can read my handwriting. It's pretty plain. If not, I need you to rewrite this down.
I'm not rewriting.
That's how FOIA requests work. They can be orally or written. I can get you the state.
I'm not writing anything.
I can
down
get you
for
the state law memory.
I don't care.
So even under state law, you're refusing to help me. What if so my disability with my handwriting, if you can't read this, you will not rewrite it. That's what you're telling me.
Kelly,
I am disabled. If you can't read my handwriting, you're telling me you will not write it. The state law states that FOIA requests can be orally or physically. I can give you my request orally. It is up to you to get it. I want to know who is with the chief, the rank, salary, and disciplinary records of the officer that was with the chief that banged on my vehicle the other night. I also would like the disciplinary record of the chief and the officers. I'm not giving my name. That is against the law. I don't have to give you anything but a way to contact me. That's my email.
Let me write something.
If my name is written anywhere on here, it's forged. I did not give you my name. My request was when I was going with her, I said, I need you to read it. And I never held it in her face like what was said in the video, or you guys said. My video shows that I didn't ever put it up like this until I said I didn't want my name on it.
But the fact of the matter
That's the
is,
only
you're
time I
sitting
held
here
it up.
today telling them that that's discrimination. That's your
I'm not saying it's
statement.
discrimination. I said what she did. If it's my ADA right that if she can't read my handwriting, she needed to write it herself and take it orally. It doesn't matter how I give it. It can be given orally or written physically. I tried to give it to her. I asked her to review it. She didn't
But the
even
fact
attempt
is,
to
we
review
have
it.
your request. We've responded to it.
But she didn't even attempt to review it. That's where all this started from. Then I went to leave. I went to make a couple of phone calls, forgot that I was going to didn't schedule my appointment with the mayor due to my stop. That's why you guys keep telling me the stop doesn't matter. The stop is what this is all centered around. I would have never been here that day if I was not trying to identify the officer who smacked the side of my vehicle. Anybody who saw that, as soon as I drive off,
Right.
that's what I got. I get that. You guys don't want to do that.
Right.
But that's why I was here that day.
Okay, but we're gonna talk about the deal.
Okay, well then, what's next, I guess? I don't understand what...
Counsel, would you guys like me to stand? I'm happy to stand. We can all be back here. So I will start by just briefly summarizing the position of the mayor and what happened. I will ask first, did everyone have a chance to review the materials and the items that were sent on Friday?
Yes. What about the one today?
And yeah, about the ones that went today. Yes. Even though the deadline was Friday.
There
so.
was no deadline, but...
We discussed on the phone Friday.
That's fine, but there's no deadline. You guys would not tell me who the complainant even was. At one point, I was under the impression that it was her. At another point now, I'm under the impression it's her.
Go back.
So it didn't really seem fair, so I figured I would have a chance to update it. And,
Okay, well, we got it, so we'll just go ahead and
yeah,
continue.
that's fairness.
Okay. So briefly summarizing, I won't get too much into detail about repeating what's included in those items, but basically, many of the constitutionally protected rights that Mr. Jacob alludes to just don't really exist. There's not a constitutionally protected right to remain in a public building or to enter a public building freely as one wishes. The mayor by statute has superintending authority of City Hall and this building. The action taken by the mayor is a limitation simply conditioning entry into City Hall of Mr. Jacob for a limited period of time. It's not even really appropriately termed a ban. You'll see on the notice, he's allowed to enter City Hall for a public meeting like today. He's allowed to enter City Hall with a previously scheduled appointment. There's no indication that he's tried to make an appointment and that he's been denied an appointment to come to City Hall. Given the statements and the requests by Ms. Gonzalez, the city clerk, the city has a duty as an employer to protect its employees. The appointment aspect is meant to ensure that others can be supervising any interaction when Mr. Jacob is on the premises or otherwise available to handle his request. The fact that the notice stated to contact the city clerk, Memory Gonzalez, is simply because she's just that, she's a city clerk. Contact can be made via phone or email. The notice letter that was provided to Mr. Jacob does not absolve her duties as the city's custodian of record or the city's clerk by code. It's just an avenue to limit direct interaction, face-to-face interaction. Also, you'll see in the videos that were provided and the statements that the real issue is that Mr. Jacob is frequently attempting to argue and dispute with city employees about a matter that's not directly related to interactions with city employees, i.e. the stop in question that he has issue with. So it's not an unreasonable limitation for the city, well, back up. Many of those interactions, as you have seen, were also recorded and have also been recorded. So it's not unreasonable for the city to wish to reasonably limit any type of recording, given the fact that Mr. Jacob has mentioned litigation in those conversations with city staff.
Can we not skip that real quick? I asked Mr.
You'll have a chance to respond.
I asked him for your guys' recordings, but I
Wait your turn, sir.
So you would abuse your authority if I exercise my right?
Whatever. I don't personally care what you sentence me to. I'm appealing everything today, so it's going to freeze whatever you sentence me to, and we're just going to kick it to a higher court. Because clearly this one is corrupt.
They turning our communities to hot blocks. Yeah, they got Glocks, handcuffs, and badges. They swear that they hot shots. They want to lock us and throw away the stop. Watch, you know Direct D will show you how to cop. Watch, cop, watch. Record them when a cop stops. And ignore the pig chatter when a cop talks. You don't need a top-notch camera, just a cop watch. You gotta know your rights or you lose them. So we cop, watch.